Hey, Shalom, Shalom. I want to give all praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruha, Wakakadash. Double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and to the bishops and elders in Connecticut, and to the high priest that taught our apostles, and to the brothers that's out there putting their lives on the line, teaching this truth. And this y'all the mind from the Great Millstone, Houston. And I'm going to come back with you a video today, well, tonight, rather, about this huge ship that Gina, I believe her name is Jenna Maria Colvin, and she always goes into the chariots. She always look through them. She's I think through a phone or maybe a telescope she has, and she's always capturing chariots and things like that. Right. So it's a massive ship, pretty much the fathership that
Something massive
Yahushua
has
be
passed in
using.
front
Let's
of the
check it
sun
out.
yesterday. Look at it. It is massive. This is on 10-minute increments. Something massive has passed in front of the sun yesterday. Look at it. It is massive. This is on 10-minute increments.
Yeah, so you see it, right, man? That's beautiful. So we have us here at Great Millstone. We believe that to be the fathership, that huge ship, Yahweh Shai. He's gonna be in that ship, that huge fathership that's talked about in the second edge of the 13th chapter. And I believe she caught this past weekend on September the 12th, the 13th, something like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's grab some scriptures. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get the main one, right? You know, second Ezra's the 13th chapter, but I'm gonna start at 6. Just Ezra's, having a vision that Yahweh Shai coming breaking through the skies, and it's the vision he seen, or he saw. Yeah, second Ezra 13:6. But I beheld, and lo, he had graven, right, himself a great mountain. Let me read that again. But I beheld, he looked, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew up upon it. Right, that's that mountain. That so-called UFO. That big old chariot. Verse 7. But I would have seen the region, right, or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not. Just showing you that it was so big that he couldn't even see the end, where it started from, or to the end of it, right? Yeah, so, yeah, that's that big old, let me read it again, man. Second Ezra 13:6. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew up upon it, right? He's going to, they got it. He had to, this mean that he would be up on top of that big old ship, Yahweh Shai himself, you know. But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not, right? Just showing you how big that chariot was. Just wanted to bring that out, And let's get Revelation 1:7, right? Behold, he cometh with clouds. Who is that he? Yahweh Shai. And every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Aman, right? Yahweh Shai coming with them clouds, and every eye gonna see him. Even them clowns that pierced him while he was on that cross, they gonna get it. Them bastards gonna get their ass kicked, by Yahweh Shai. Excuse my French, but I'm just saying, you know, you know, the kingdoms of the earth, these people, man, they gonna be scared, having, just they gonna be terrified when Yahweh Shai come back, crying and and let's get Revelation 11 and 11. And get Revelation 11 and 11. And after 3 days and a half, right? And 3 days and a half is that period of 1620 to 1970. And after that, that's when we was without this truth pretty much, into 1969, 1970. That's when you had the beloved Albert Bibbins, right? Came and pretty much put this message out here. I'm gonna read it again. Revelation 11 and 11. And after 3 days and a half, which was 1620 through 1970, the spirit of life from Yahweh power enter into them. That's when Albert Bibbins came on the scene, bringing in this truth, you know, through Yahweh Bashim Shai. And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them, right? These Edomites, the higher ups, seeing, these men raising up, teaching this truth. But Revelation 11 and 12, that's the point. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither, right? And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, right? And their enemies beheld them. When Apostle Tahar, he always say, that cloud, and they, when it says ascended up to heaven in a cloud, that's that one cloud. We believe that's that one big, huge chariot that Yahweh Shai gonna be in, right? So just going into that, and their enemies beheld them, right? And it's made me thinking about Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. Let's get that right quick. Hey man, we almost home, man. Just gotta do a few more things, and Lord willing, I'm gonna put it in number. You brothers is out there doing what you're supposed to do sincerely. Hope you'll put it in number too. The elect. This Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. These Edomites. They ain't, they said slavery. Just the name of, an example. Slavery wasn't that bad. Get over it. That was a long time ago, Just to name a few. Verse 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. And what is that strangeness?
Has passed in front of the something massive has passed in front of the sun yesterday. Look at it. It is massive.
That's that strangeness of salvation right there, right? So, hey, I hope this has been edifying and to the point. I had to do a little video on that, man. That's beautiful. You know, about that huge, fathership that Gina had caught. So, until next time, I hope this has been edifying. Until next time, we give our praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahah, Wakar Wadash. Until next time, Shalom.